I kept like baiting my girlfriend, like trying to go hee hee.
It says tip your ting before you drink it, and we didn't tip it.
Humbug.
You know, it's much nicer when Rob Pattinson's calling you daddy, or calling someone daddy.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 12 of Where There's a Will.
There's a Dre.
Here we are. Went quiet on you guys a little bit there.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll let Dre explain, but we got mixed up with some bad people in
Yeah.
Mexico.
So essentially, I was trying to, secure a sponsorship for the brand.
Yeah.
To get our first sponsor, because we need to fill this desk with something. We've got our filler brand here. This is like our test to show, this is what you could have, this essential piece of real estate right
Delicious.
here, if you wish. But in pursuit of my new partnership brand,
Yeah.
I went to the wrong people.
Yeah.
And I got mixed up pretty bad. But you should see the other guy.
Yeah. Basically, Dre is now down to 8 toes.
Yeah.
The cartel took 1.
Don't mess with the mob.
But yeah, we're back, and we're here today to do a rundown of what we watched in May.
We are going to be calling this May Movie Madness. Explosions. And just kind of, similar to our usual vibe, like going over some things we've seen recently, and just to be original how we've always been since the inception of Where There's a Will, There's a Dre, we're going to have kind of a tier list of what we've seen recently.
Yeah.
But upon reflection, it wasn't maybe the clearest our previous tier list. So just to make it easier, we're going to have it in order of worst to best things we've seen recently.
Yeah.
And anything to add, Will?
No, nothing to add. Nothing to add.
As per, mate.
No notes.
This is the Dre show.
You want to kick us off then?
Yeah, sure. So I think just to warm us up here, doesn't really count as a film either of us have seen, but quite a big topic of discussion right now. The Odyssey. There's been a new trailer released very recently.
Yes.
At the time of recording this, sort of May time, early May.
Yeah, we got the second trailer dropped. One with dialogue and more characters being revealed.
Yeah, you get a lot more.
A lot more, actually. Yeah, you're right. People online have had very mixed feelings about this trailer. A lot of it because of the dialogue, and just generally, I don't know, it's been getting some hate, I think. I saw one comment talking about the giant ogre people wearing armor, those guys who walk through the woods at one point, and calling that, saying it looks like a frame from a Marvel movie, which is a diss.
I'm not gonna lie, I might sit on the side of the people that are apprehensive about this one, but that wasn't even the thing that stood out to me. I actually thought that bit looked quite cool.
I thought that looked very cool.
Yeah.
And I think people have been really quick to jump on this trailer and be like, X, Y, and Z are going to be shit. But literally you're seeing 2 seconds of a scene.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, I think it looks pretty badass.
Yeah. But drawing back on what you were saying about the language, that was something that was an immediate turn off for me. I showed it to my flatmate as well, and there's a point in the trailer where Matt Damon is leading his army into, looks like, a war, and he just goes, "Let's go!"
Yeah.
And that I was like, rough. Oh no,
that's rough.
Let's hope. And I think generally, Nolan looks like he's going to be taking a lot of risks with this one. It's obviously difficult because the Odyssey is translated, it's ancient Greek novel or
It is a novel.
mythology.
It's a what's the fucking word? It's like an epic. An epic story, like a collection of different stories that are all one.
Yeah, and I feel like the feeling it creates when you use sort of modern language kind of waters down the experience a bit because it's almost like this larger than life, complete fantastical story.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're saying stuff like "Let's go," it kind of
Yeah.
loses that a little
I
bit.
agree. Imagine like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings being like, let's pull up in Mordor.
Time to Oriflamme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like a really surprising they included that, but that could also be part of the marketing. It might not even be in the final film.
True. They could just be playing us hard.
That would be amazing.
There was also Tom Holland calls Odysseus dad instead
Yeah.
of like father.
Dad's coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Bro still thinks he's
What was
playing
it?
Spider-Man.
Rob Pattinson's like daddy's dead. Or something
Yeah.
like that. I can't remember what he says, but that definitely threw me off.
Yeah. I think it's a huge risk, man, to not even try and use, some less modern language. I get that it's harder to follow, and we're not asking to have it all in Greek, 2 hours of subtitles, but a little bit of traditionalism wouldn't go amiss there. I think it's very, very risky, and it immediately threw me off when I was watching the trailer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one
I
thing.
agree. I did like Rob Pattinson's accent though, on a whole, because he's always one for an accent. And yeah, it seemed pretty cool. I'm excited to see him as a villain.
Yeah. The last villain similar role that it reminded me of was in The King when he plays the French king.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
good.
I thought that was kind of a shoe and
It-
looks good.
It reminded me of Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator. You remember
Yeah.
like that sort of like
Arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does that well. But there was a few other things about this trailer that kind of didn't speak to me, which I'm annoyed about because like I'm still really excited to see it, but there are certain things that make me a little bit not concerned, but I feel like it could go one of two ways.
Okay.
Overall, I'm not sure about the cast, to be honest.
Really?
I think it's kind of mid.
Who's mid?
Okay, I might get a lot of hate for this, but I think Anne Hathaway has never been that amazing to me personally.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, okay, do you have any...
Disgraceful.
Oh, go on, is there a role of hers that stands out to you? You're like, wow, what a phenom.
Obviously, Catwoman was a standout performance. Anne Hathaway.
Just generally, like, I don't think Zendaya, Tom Holland, like, they seem like lovely people. And they're obviously hugely popular, but even with Zendaya, I've never been sat there and be like, wow, what an amazing Zendaya performance. She's got like 3 facial emotes. Like, mad.
What about Anne Hathaway in Les Miserables? Les Miserables, how do you say it?
Actually, I might be overlooking that one.
You know, when she shaves her head and she's all like crying and she's a slave or something.
If she can hone in a bit of that, it might be something. But even in the trailer, her facial expressions were filling me with a little bit of doubt.
With a bit of filler.
Yeah.
Too much filler. I saw a great little clip. I'm just going to divert very quickly. I've never watched Euphoria. I've never watched any of it. I don't really care. But I keep on seeing clips of every time the next episode comes out of this new season, I see some clips of it. And someone was talking about Sydney Sweeney's acting in a positive light, saying that her facial expressions are really good because she doesn't have loads of filler in her face. She's got all this expression. Whereas this other woman she was acting with, was supposed to be angry, and she's just there like,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a massive hindrance.
A whole debate to be had there about actors having work done.
We'll maybe have to come back to that because that is an interesting one. But yeah, so I think the cast is made, modern language, a bit suspicious. Is there anything else that you can think of that you didn't really
Well,
like?
I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. At first, I was debating not watching the trailer at all because I don't really like watching trailers. But I mean, let's all be real. We're all gonna go see it. It's probably gonna be fucking sick.
I've got another controversial take
Yeah.
about Nolan. Obviously, he's one of the all-timers, one of the best directors. He's had a lot of bangers, but if there's one little mark I can put on Nolan, apart from his plots sometimes being like so high IQ that even he doesn't know
Yeah.
what's going on, is there seems to be kind of on trend in a lot of his films a sort of lack of humanity. And it sort of feels like in most films I've seen of Nolan that the love between characters or the relationships almost feel a bit robotic.
Right.
I think of Oppenheimer as a prime example, like his relationship with his, I think it was his wife in it.
Yeah.
It didn't feel real, and I feel like
Okay.
with Nolan, a lot of the times his relationships with characters, he sort of fails to hit the mark of any kind of real feeling of love or.
I think it comes down to his dialogue more than anything, because his dialogue's normally so sort of concise or on the nose that there's not really on the nose. Like he's shoving the theme down your throat the whole time, and so then the dialogue just feels like who would say like half the things that Alfred says in Batman.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Michael Caine gets away with it, but doesn't produce a realistic romantic relationship.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's never felt super real. So it'd be interesting to see if he can break that. And, people like Zendaya, I'll just keep digging her out. But, I mean, like in Dune, it doesn't really feel like a strong romantic thing with her and Timmy and that. I mean, some people say it. My opinion is it's not great. It's all right, but I don't know. People will come for me,
Yeah.
and I love the Dune films. But
I take it all back.
yeah, I'm a little bit like, are we gonna care about the characters as much as we care about the other aspects of the film? That's my only gripe.
Okay.
Then also, allegedly, this film is heavily inspired by, was it Emily Wilson? Her adaptation of the Odyssey, because obviously it's like this ancient Grecian text. So over the years, there's been loads of different adaptations. I think hers is the most recent one, but
Right.
Nolan has come out and said that that's the one that he's rolling with.
Most recent, what translation?
Yeah, like adapted.
Okay.
She's got her own
Adapted for
book.
Modern.
And
Okay.
she's quite known as like a feminist author,
Okay.
which is not bad, but I think it would be silly to not consider that this film could be more through the lens of the female characters.
Right.
It could be quite not woke, but there could be some stuff in there where people are thinking this is really straying away from what we know the Odyssey to be.
Whoa. Well, you're really ticking them off today,
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
Going for feminists and Dune fans.
Everybody's getting it.
Yeah. There's going to be a mob waiting for you when you come out of the Odyssey.
Yeah, I just gotta,
Pitchforks at the ready.
I gotta say my piece, man.
Yeah.
I gotta be at peace with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. Well, let us know in the comments what you think of Dre's opinions over here.
100%. The best comment I saw, which can kind of summarize all my feelings, is, and this is under the trailer, is like everybody in this film looks like they've seen an iPhone before.
Oh, fuck. Damn. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
So that's kind of what I'm getting at. But yeah, hopefully it's a nice blend and he's got it right. And I love Nolan's work. He's great. Let's hope it's a banger.
It will be. It will be.
Um,
It can't not. I don't know about you, but I've worked up a real thirst.
and this episode's sponsored by.
It's a grapefruit thing.
Well, it's not sponsored, but again, this is the
Very
placeholder.
nice. Carbonated grapefruit juice drink.
Yep.
Um,
Cheers.
It says tip your ting before you drink it, and we didn't tip it.
One more that. I hope that's ASMR for you. For all the people that want that. We've got more of that in the OnlyFans.
A lot of grapefruits in the OnlyFans.
It's real great.
Gotta tip your ting.
Right then.
Okay, so May Madness.
Yeah, that's the only trailer we've got, guys.
Yeah.
Straight films from here on out. It's just that one. It's such a big film. Like, it's a very hyped film, and couldn't not talk about it. But where should we start, Will?
I also saw a very good trailer for the Evil Dead Evil Dead Burn. And I haven't seen any of the Evil Dead films, but maybe I should because it looked cool.
Okay.
Moving on.
Nice. That was good.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to kick us off?
I think you should kick us off just
No?
because
Anne Hathaway special.
what is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I need glasses, man.
You do. So down at the bottom of May Madness, we have
Devil Wears Prada 2.
two. So nice they had to do it twice.
Yes. We were kind of quite in depth, quite specific with the last one. So with this one, it's not made to be a cinematic masterpiece. So I'm going to give it a review. Yeah, based on feelings and, my general impression of it. I've seen the first one. I actually quite liked it.
Okay.
I want to preface by saying that
You're very in touch with your feelings.
I'm so soft.
Yes.
I want to preface by saying I know I'm not the intended audience of these films, perhaps. And no disrespect, 'cause it's like a cult classic. People love Devil Wears Prada 1. But my subtitle for Devil Wears Prada 2 would be unnecessary sequel? Question mark.
Okay.
And yeah, 20 years I think it was since the first one. I think it was like early
Really?
2000s.
Okay. So I've not seen The Devil Wears Prada 1, nor have I seen The Devil Wears Prada 2. So I'll just chime in with some little jabs here and there.
Yeah,
But
that's cool. Yeah, I thought it was, it wasn't a bad film, but there was like a lot of overly cringy moments that maybe other people wouldn't find cringy, but there was a lot of Anne Hathaway going, "Oh, I missed you so much," and I just couldn't deal with it.
right.
Like, I was letting out throughout the course of the film multiple audible sighs in the
Oh,
cinema,
no.
just sighing so
Oh,
hard.
no.
People around me were looking at me like, because people love the film,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, and I
Was
was
it a full cinema?
it was quite. So I went to Peck and Plex.
Okay.
I watched it on the Sunday, and it was decently busy, busier than I expected. In there, must have been at least 50 people, and people loved that film. That's all I can say. Although when I came out of the film, actually, I was waiting for my girlfriend to come out of the bathroom, and there were a group of girls next to me, and they really laid out the points of what they didn't like about the film.
Right.
So I should probably just relay from them because they're probably
Yeah.
bigger fans than I am. One of the girls, she said, "Oh, the fashion was actually terrible."
Okay.
And to be honest, half of the people there look like art students, so they probably know their stuff. They're like, "Yeah, it was just really like old school," and they're like, "But isn't that the point?" And I don't know anything about fashion. I mean, clearly.
Sponsor us. But
But yeah,
we got two sponsors today.
apparently some people are unhappy with the fashion.
Right. That surprises me.
It's all
Truly.
high fashion. It's all like
Yeah.
Gucci's, Prada's. Yeah, sponsor us, Gucci, Prada. Another one of the girls said that she found the boyfriend character of Anne Hathaway really boring.
Who plays
Which
the
is
boyfriend?
funny. He's just like this, like, I don't know, mid-40s Australian dude. Never seen this guy in my life.
Oh, fair.
He looks like, I'll be honest, I'll be dead honest, there's no way in the real world he's pulling Anne Hathaway.
Okay. Okay.
He's come up well in this film. But there was also a lot of heavy, like, nods to, and I think they're semi-joking, but I don't know if this is, like, good or bad thing, but a lot of the female characters, like the main ones, are, like, wanting a partner who's, like, mega rich or mega, like, especially Emily Blunt's character. They just made her that, but I don't know if that is. It's probably just ironic or something. But to me, it just came across as just really like cringe. I don't know.
Right,
I just
okay.
found it all like very cringe and hard to watch. But
So you just sighed your way through
yeah,
Anne Hathaway's finest work.
yes. I didn't sigh once in the first one. I actually found it quite an easy, light-hearted, which it is. It's you know,
I remember being in the cinema watching, I want to say Godzilla versus King Kong, and being sat next to the one and only Mo Benny. And the entire time, oh, come on, man. And it drove me insane. Mo Benny, clean your act up.
yeah.
He
No,
knows.
I would be annoyed with me if my behaviour in there. I don't know what like.
I
I was just not on good form.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Um,
Just anyone, any.
it was
The-
2 hours. It's like it's quite a long film for what it actually is.
Yeah.
The plot is so unserious. It's crazy. I won't spoil it, but my thing is decent film, not a film you need to see in the cinema
Okay.
by any means.
Maybe wait for it to come out on Netflix.
It felt like a Netflix vibe film,
Okay.
genuinely. But boom, we'll put that in like D tier.
Kaboom. Okay.
Starting off with the D tier.
Kaboom.
We can go to the next film if you would like to bring it in.
The next film is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Now, Andreas and I were at a film festival recently where our film was selected. It's a pretty big deal. Red carpet. And after the film didn't win any awards, we said, oh, well, we'll just sneak into one of the cinema screens and watch a film. And we ended up watching about, 15 minutes of The Mummy.
That's true. Well, actually, it's not completely accurate. Will was doing networking and like mature adult things that you should do at these events, and our friend Mihal, who was also there, me and him went in first, and we were like, should we just sneak into screen one because they had the event like next to the screen one.
Yeah, in a cinema.
Yeah.
It was...
Please don't ban us if you're hearing this cinema that we won't name.
No. Yeah.
But then Will did come in eventually. We were like,
Yeah.
Will, you got to get in here, man. We don't know, because we didn't know what film was in there.
No. And also, it's horrible going into a film halfway through and then being told, oh, like, go right, go look up. Like, oh, mate.
Yeah.
That was rough. But
We walked in, and within the first 5 minutes, this little girl was just like stabbing her own leg like 20 times. And I looked at me and was like, what the hell what is this, mate?
yeah, serves you right for breaking into
True.
the cinema.
Yeah, so The Mummy. So how do you describe it?
So after that, I thought, oh, I'll actually go watch The Mummy. That looks all right. And I'd seen the trailer, and I thought the trailer looked all right. So overall, there'll be no spoilers for The Mummy, but it started off very strong. I was like, okay, scary movie. I like where the plot's going. This is interesting. They've got more than just like jump scares. And then it all kind of just like fizzled out and turned into this very unserious finale showdown type thing, where characters were saying stuff like this. Did you see their grandma during the 10 minutes that we were watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she becomes, spoiler, she becomes some sort of zombie, and it's like basically saying to the like dad characters to like come eat her out. You got nothing for that?
I don't know how to follow that. I don't think that's where you're going with it either.
Yeah.
That's just what every zombie wants.
That's just, yeah, that's
Kind of funny.
oh, grandma.
Crazy grandma. Is it his grandma or his wife's grandma?
It's his wife's mum,
Oh, right.
I think. Yeah, so, it's all right. He
Yeah.
could, if he wanted to. Anyway, so, yeah, and, like, the mummy, like, calls her dad daddy. at some point, and you're like, oh, it's the whole daddy thing again.
Yeah.
You know, it's much nicer when Rob Pattinson's calling you daddy or calling someone daddy.
Yeah.
But if it's
Flirting versus harassment.
yeah.
Yeah.
What should I say? Anyway, what sums it up is this: it's one scene, a character gets thrown out of a window on the top story of a house, and you're like, oh, like damn, like things have turned serious now.
Yeah.
Some other character looks out the window, and the body on the floor is already being eaten by 4 coyotes.
Oh,
You know, like they're taking the piss.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
because it's the whole idea that it's a curse, isn't it? So I guess they can kind of get away with that.
But that was slapstick. Like
Yeah.
at that point, I just think horror movies on a whole should take themselves a bit more seriously. If you want bits of comedy, that's fine, but don't sacrifice, you know, the scary characters for the sake of comedy. Just have a normal character be scary, like be funny. So that kind of ruined it for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't end up going to see it after those 10 minutes, but it's never been personally like grotesque kind of horror, body horror. I've never been super interested. There's a few exceptions. But not for me. But it's cool that you went to actually see it after that. You were intrigued enough to see what it was about.
Yeah.
What would you give it out of 10 then?
Out of 10, I think I gave it 2 stars on Letterboxd, so 4 out of 10. Which is, you know, I'm always a bit harsh on Letterboxd, but
You're telling me, man. Yeah.
I don't know, there's a whole scale, so we got to use it. I can't give everything a 5.
Yeah, true. 5 is kind of just too down the middle too.
Yeah.
You've got to pick a side sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you also put that in detail, or would you kind of put it a little bit above Devil Wears Prada? I know it's hard for you because you didn't see it, but
I would give it a D+.
D plus, okay, so borderline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to respect it. I mean,
It was scary
yeah.
at the beginning.
Thing is, as well, you kind of sometimes have to take marks off when it's just a remake of an old thing that they're just kind of trying to rehash out.
Yeah. No, it's not original content, but also I don't know the exact Mummy story that they're basing it off of. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely a more modern adaptation.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Excuse me. It's just going to be... there's just going to be loads of burping throughout now that we've drinking these.
It's just more ASMR. Can't complain.
Yeah.
Right, then, on to the next film.
On to the next. Oh, it's another one of mine. It's another horror movie that I went and watched just 2 nights ago. And it's Hokum.
Hokum Pokum.
Hocus Pocus. Pizza on your focus.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, I don't think they actually explained what the name is. I can't remember. But I went to the cinema by myself. The film started at about 9:30.
That's brave, actually.
And yeah, I keep doing this where I go and watch a horror movie by myself.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
because like
never done that.
my girlfriend she's not the biggest horror fan.
Yeah, neither is mine.
So
Yeah, it's quite. I guess a lot of girls don't really like horror.
whoa, man.
Is that bad?
Whoa. I keep doing that, and I keep getting really, really scared while watching the film. Like, once it's done, I'm fine. But when it's a movie like that that's full of jump scares, oh, my God. There was one point, had my seat fully reclined, and I realised that my knees weren't even touching the
Seat reclined. What kind of cinema are you going to?
Yeah, the one near me is like...
Oh, is it the fancy Odeon?
All of them are recliners.
Oh my god! Because with Odeon, it's either you got the really old ones or you got the newer fancy ones. That's good then.
Yeah, we got a new one. But I bought the pass thing, so I can I get it for free. Anyway, not free. Yeah, so my seat was fully reclined, and I realised that my knees weren't even touching the leg rest because they were just my legs were just completely tensed up. Like I was basically sat there like training abs, like, and yeah, found it really difficult. The problem with that film it was scary, as I was saying, but it was lots of jump scares, which tends to lose me at some point because I'm like, I can't deal with this many jump scares. I'm now actually getting bored. So then I started falling asleep at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fucking hell. I think the main...
What? It scared you into submission. You subdued yourself to avoid the jump
Just
scares.
sleep, just
I think
sleep.
that's a mission success.
Yeah.
I think they've achieved their ultimate goal.
The main issue was that it follows this guy who's just an arsehole the entire film. He hardly gets a redemption arc at the end. He's just a prick. Like, and he's so consistently a prick to all the other characters that you're just like, honestly, don't really care what happens to him. Whatever, like.
So that's strange that they went for that irredeemable protagonist vibe.
Yeah.
That's normally only if you want a horror where you want everybody to die.
Yeah.
And I generally don't really enjoy those ones.
No.
When they just like the goal is to just. So I
one
watched.
by one.
I watched a weird horror film the other day about this. What was it again? It was like a catfish that kills everybody in a boat. It was like a
Oh, really?
yeah. It's like this.
An actual catfish, not a
Yeah, like a
paedophile.
this, no, yeah, like this overly grown catfish in a lake, and it's like this group of teens. I can't remember the name, but it was a real crappy one. But it was a classic one of those films where everybody ends up getting it.
Yeah,
They normally
yeah.
do that with sort of like
Like a
shark films.
slasher.
Yeah.
Lake Placid?
Mm,
I think that might be a crocodile.
yeah, it might have just been called like. No, it wasn't called Catfish. Can't remember, but
Yeah.
I generally don't enjoy films where like you sort of know that everybody's gonna get it at some point, unless I'm really up for that vibe. I prefer more sophisticated horror. With
Don't mind if I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
hard to get a sophisticated horror because you can't blame the guys when you go all out for a horror on like making it this incredible nuanced plot. You don't. It hardly ever pays off. It hardly ever gets recognition. So
It's like Ari Aster's first two movies, Hereditary, very sophisticated, very scary, but like it was clever and like the characters were interesting. They had layers to them. And
Yeah.
stuff. And like I felt the same about Midsummer, though maybe a little less. And like now, apparently his next film's Eddington 2.
yeah,
Mate,
he's
really?
left the horrors. But to be fair, I guess
Come back.
I would say that he didn't get the recognition, but now it's still regarded as one of the best films. Like
Yeah.
on Letterboxd, it's in a lot of top lists.
I think it's on mine. I think
Yeah.
it's on my top 4.
Just awards wise, maybe didn't win loads, but it's like
Horror
whatever.
always gets snubbed anyway.
Yeah. So, but in terms of profitability, these kind of films like Hokum are just they can just churn them out forever. You know. Was it A24 or?
No, it was a collection of like small ones. Like there was Screen Island, and then there was some like Screen Dubai or some shit. So
Yeah, it's going to be a real interesting time when Hollywood gets the full Saudi takeover.
yeah,
And only the films that like the top sheikhs want to be made are getting made.
yeah.
Every film has like Conor McGregor in it or something. Hokum is, would you say it's just like any other horror film, or does it have an edge that you would want to go back and see it?
Nah, it's just like any other horror film. It was alright. It scared me, but
C tier?
yeah, C. Also, the main character is a writer, so someone's clearly been like, I feel like writing a story about a writer like me, which I think is always just a bit of a...
Well, maybe that's why they made them completely insufferable, because
Yeah.
they're kind of like self-deprecating.
Okay, one spoiler. There's like maybe a third of the way into the film, someone walks into the writer's room and he's just hung himself. And so,
Yeah,
like-
yeah, it's
like-
definitely on that vibe.
Yeah,
yeah. They-
Like, he survives obviously, but
They do a thing like that with The Boys, with like
they?
the latest episode, yeah, where they're kind of taking the. Well, actually, there was another character who's like a mole or something, and he's a writer, and they just make him. It's just complete writer self-deprecation jokes.
Right.
They love that. That's
Yeah.
a very Hollywood thing to do.
Guess the movie. No.
9/11.
Kaboom.
I really didn't
Kablam.
want to say that, but
Yeah, we were all thinking it. It is Airplane.
yeah.
You watched Airplane recently, didn't you?
No, you did.
I thought you watched it as well.
No, my girlfriend did.
Oh,
phone, but
have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, what a bang movie!
Yeah, kind
It's
of
so funny.
opposite to all these modern films.
Yeah,
But
it's completely un-PC. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
It's absurd how bad like some of the jokes are.
Do you think a film like that could be made today?
No, not at all.
yeah.
Unless like Shane Gillis made it. Like there's a whole scene where this guy's in Africa teaching a tribe how to play basketball, and they're instantly amazing at it. Like, like they're like, you'll pick it up pretty quick, and then it skips to like a guy spinning the ball on his finger and dunking. They're like,
Yeah.
But,
That's my kind of humor, to be fair. I like those. Well, not like racism, but
racist humor. But the thing is, they go for everyone. It's not like they're just targeting, black people with these jokes. Every single race and person and whatever is being made fun of. So it's all fair game. Very good. I will give it A.
A, you're going straight to A tier
A
from
for
C.
Airplane.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause that's going to be a hard one to top for Airplane.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And finally, the most recent film we've seen, the most recent film I've seen for May was the Michael film. Very big. Ow! Yeah.
How was it?
I thought it was pretty decent, to be honest. It's going to be one of those films that divides for many different reasons. Because there is just, Michael Jackson as a topic has always been controversial, even more so in recent years. But I think if we're just looking at it from a film perspective, it was a pretty good biopic.
Yeah.
Do you like watching a lot of biopics?
No, I'm not a big biopic person. I, unless it's like some historical thing, I don't really give a fuck about like a singer,
Yeah.
to be honest with
But
you.
this isn't just a singer. This is arguably in my opinion, he's the biggest ever performer.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's hard to argue that anyone's ever hit the heights of MJ. And contextually, the film was like highly doctored by the Jacksons. Like, to get this film made, it had to be approved by them, plot and script. And obviously, there is a lot of controversy around the fact that so much wasn't included.
Yeah. What like?
A lot of things, really. I mean, a big thing that people were bringing up is like Diana Ross.
Okay.
So apparently she was like threatening to sue. So that they had filmed. They actually had filmed Diana Ross. Like the actress who played her was apparently quite upset because all of her scenes were cut because Diana Ross. And if you guys don't know, contextually,
Get to know.
apparently she like allegedly groomed Michael from quite a young age. There's a lot of stuff on that you can look up in your own time. But yeah, that was all completely removed from the film. The general vibe of the film presents Michael very, very positively. Like, he's like an amazing person in the film. And, they kind of had to do that. But it was a good experience to watch. I do feel like the film was like led by the performances. Like the bulk of the film was him performing different songs on stage.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're having a like sing along to it.
Okay.
And the performances were fantastic. It was of course led by Jafar Jackson, the nephew of Michael Jackson, who played him.
Who's his dad or mum?
I don't know if it's one of the Jackson 5 or I didn't actually look into it, but I did look into his story of how he got the role, which is quite interesting actually.
He's Michael Jackson's nephew.
I mean, yeah, but he was never an actor. He'd never acted in anything.
Right.
He was a good dancer, apparently, and he just got a call one day. I forget the guy's name who wanted to make this film happen, who was eventually the man that got it done. It might have been the director. And he went for like a coffee with Jafar and said, have you ever acted before? And Jafar said, no, I've never acted. And he said, would you be interested in this role? And he said, just give me a couple of days to think about it. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks passed and he thought his moment had passed. and he hadn't heard anything from this guy, so he decided to send a voice note, and it was like him practicing speaking in Michael's voice, and he even like sung like a song in Michael's voice, and it was like
Sing it. Sing.
it was a no. There's no voice note reference, but it was like
Okay.
it was an unofficial Michael Jackson song. It was like a song from like the Neverland books,
Right.
maybe like a Peter Pan song or something like that. And as soon as he
Okay.
sent that voice note, apparently he got called straight away. Like, I'm getting you a coach. Let's do
Oh,
this.
damn. Okay.
Yeah. So it's quite a cool story. And
What about Michael's Neverland?
yeah, so that's a big controversy.
Does that not make it in?
No, they talk about Neverland. They show him even reading the books, and a big part of the film is them showcasing his love for animals. Like he has a pet monkey that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
CG.
CG monkey.
There's like
what?
yeah, there's like 5 whole scenes with this CG monkey.
Damn.
It takes up a lot of minutes. With him
There are
and-
real monkeys. Like,
yeah, but I think it's like cruel to have
Really?
animals like that in films now.
mate, the monkey in not Jurassic Park. Well, Indiana Jones looked like he was having a sick time the entire
Yeah,
time.
but they're
like,
not though. These are not animals.
animals.
These are not animals that should be act as monkeys. They're like,
I don't know.
nah, it's not right. It's not right, man. They're like heavily drugged to perform and like,
Really?
yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff to like.
What
should-
about an evil monkey? They could just get.
They could do that for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, they show he has a snake and a llama and a giraffe all in his house, like in his garden, with where all his family's living. And you
Is
know,
the snake real?
I don't think the snake was even real. I think the
Ridiculous.
llama was real. There's a scene of him just walking past his neighbors down the street, just walking his llama along.
This is just
kind of
AI
looks-
taking more jobs, man. First they come for the snakes and the monkeys.
Oh,
And
take the
giraffe.
monkeys. Yeah, but no, they played it extreme. They played it extremely safe with the film
Yeah.
on the whole, which wasn't a bad thing.
Did you come away and listen to loads of Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
Because I have a friend who went to watch it and he gave me a lift recently and all we listened to was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of down for that.
it makes
Not
you
a big Michael
realize.
Jackson fan, but
Yeah, no, same. I definitely had like a few songs on my playlist that I liked of him, but
Yeah.
you just realize how good he was.
Mm.
And me personally, I veer on the side of I don't think he was the terrible allegations against
Yeah.
him. I don't think it's true personally, but
I've heard a lot about Michael Jackson's sort of like protection of children being in response to Hollywood pedophile rings and like
yeah, and
and
he
I
was
quite like that angle because I'm like, oh shit, maybe they twisted the
Yeah.
you know they chucked it all on Michael Jackson.
definitely. I definitely feel like he was a scapegoat and a fool guy, and his kindness. His portrayal in the film kind of shows him as somebody who could be easily manipulated because he was like a really he was a huge empath and a huge sensitive guy,
Right.
and he really kept because I guess as a child he was abused by his dad, and they do show that and like show that he never really had a childhood because he was just forced to
Singing
perform.
and dancing.
Yeah,
Right.
and like pushed a lot harder than his older brothers because he was the clear like standout talent,
Right.
showcasing like how he sort of carried them for many years as well. He did like tours for his brothers, even though he'd already started his solo career,
Okay.
highly pressured by his dad. Who knows how much is real, but
Yeah.
he comes across really well in the film, which is great for MJPR, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the film. The only things that I maybe didn't like were the fact that outside of the performances, which bulk out a lot of the film, you don't get a whole lot else, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, that's because you go in there thinking like, oh yeah, we're gonna find out if Michael
Uncovering.
touched those kids.
Well, I don't think they'll ever touch on that. But there is going to be another one. They cut it
Really?
off very abruptly and just say like,
bloody hell.
and the story will continue.
That's one thing I'm surprised they're not making the Odyssey into a trilogy or something like that because easily it could be done. There's so much story there.
100%. Do you think that could be rushed then, or the Odyssey? If you're trying to just
Well, I reckon it'll be a good 3 hours long.
Mm.
So, I don't know. It'll be all right.
yeah.
I have faith in Chrissy Knowles.
Serious serious big film that.
Yeah.
But yeah, or just Michael as it's called.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable watch. A good feel good film mostly. Obviously get past the hard
The
childhood
abuse.
stuff. Yeah. And I would recommend going to see it if you were interested in a biopic that can.
Nah.
Yeah.
One thing I heard someone speaking about recently, kind of on the topic, is I'm sure Bruno Mars wishes he was born in like the 70s or maybe earlier, like the 60s,
Yeah.
because then like he could have been like Michael level or like Prince level.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, he
His
is
music
big.
doesn't really fit today, but if you listen to his music, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unreal
it's that
voice.
kind of like performer vibe that would have worked so much better back in the day.
I was going about Michael level, but
Well, maybe not. Well, yeah.
maybe Prince, but I don't know Prince songs that well. So,
No,
but
nor do I.
but yeah, he's definitely of a different era. His type of music,
Yeah.
and but I was actually saying to my mate, like, who do you think is the closest today to Michael in terms of voice and stuff?
In terms of voice.
Not like size,
Okay.
and I think the only obvious candidate is probably like The Weeknd.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
When you listen to his songs, it's very there's a lot of similarities. Or maybe Justin Bieber, especially his new stuff.
Well, we'll move on from that point then. Where would you rate Michael?
I'd put Michael in films I've seen in May, not as a film. I'd give it A tier. Probably the best film I've seen, May movie madness style. But
Okay.
I give Michael like a 7 out of 10 film. It's pretty good.
Michael May movie madness.
Michael Madness movie May.
Mad Michael.
The only thing was, I saw it in the Kino in Rye, which is like this little village, and there was no like atmosphere in the film. I kind of wish I'd seen it in a cinema where people might be singing along to it, or like, because it was definitely like a sing along type of film. I kept like baiting my girlfriend, like trying to go hee hee, so people would hear, but
Yeah.
we didn't want to get kicked
Didn't
out.
go down well. Well, it's better than sighing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely left me with a better. I left that film feeling a lot more joyful than,
Nice.
and there was a lot to talk about, which is nice. That's always the best part of a film, where you can leave and have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
Not when you just leave and you're like, oh, whatever. Really, no shade.
All right, so A for Michael. I've got one honourable mention, and it's Jackass 4.5, which I saw was on Netflix. And I thought, I'll watch this. It's a bit of fun. Yeah, funny. It's funny. You know, there's like so many dick jokes, and the amount of like pain that they put themselves in is just insane. Since watching that, all I get on Instagram is like guys who are trying to do Jackass themselves. Like they're mostly Australian, just like hurting each other. But
How's it still going?
well, they keep getting new people in. They've like added some extra younger people. But I think the people they've added, like one of them, the guy's name is Poopies. And then like he was addicted to crystal meth for a bit. And you're like, oh, so like you guys were able to do this back in the day because you were all like high as fuck on drugs. And now like you're either sober or still taking drugs, and the new guys are taking drugs. Like, it's just, you know, that's just how Jackass works. But got to say, they're making one more, the best and last or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And I will be watching that, and I will be watching it in the cinema.
That's crazy.
I know. I know.
I could never imagine seeing a film like that in cinema.
I watched Jackass 4 in the cinema, and obviously 4.5 is just all like the bits that didn't make it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just stupid and
Yeah.
funny. Like
I would like to see what the audience looks like what type of people
yeah,
go to see that
Yeah.
sort of film.
Yeah,
Guilty pleasure film.
Uh-huh.
I like watching other men in pain
Yeah.
for hours.
Yeah, it's great. And like you get all these little like bits of extra information in the behind the scenes ones. Like in Jackass 2 or something, they pull a guy's tooth out by driving a supercar. Like,
Wow.
as fast as they can. It pulls the tooth out. The guy said it was like a dodgy tooth so that they could get it approved, but it was a completely healthy tooth. It pulled it out, and a crack went all the way up his skull.
What?
So, you know, these guys are insane.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm glad they're doing it. So
People literally sacrifice everything for like
so bad.
for the clout. Man.
Yeah.
It's like there's no
Yeah.
limit to what people are willing to do for viewership,
No.
apparently. But these guys are a different breed.
And I saw some of it was being shot on an FX3,
Oh, really?
actually. So,
Yeah.
you know, you don't need all the fancy gear for a film like that. You just need crackheads.
Yeah. It actually surprised me how
so-
much I see on a FX6 as well. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is
Yeah.
shot on those two cameras.
Solid cameras.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, everyone. I think that's May movie madness. We didn't actually watch that many films, but you know, you got some more in-depth reviews this time.
Oh, yes.
So hopefully that makes up for the lack of diversity there.
There'll be a lot more coming this summer as well. There's going to be a lot of big releases for films. We're going to have a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. And, you know, should we give any sort of hint of what we'll be doing next episode or...
No.
Okay. Congrats, man.
Congrats, we're so back.
Yeah. I'll say thank you for watching.
No, we didn't.
Oh, well, fuck 'em. Fuck you guys.